and I'm sharing my screen with you so that you can join me in my presentation. So why Upper Austria? Why would you be interested in studying in Upper Austria? Well, the region itself is located in the heart of Europe, in the center of Europe. It's a very strong economic region that has many industry connections within Europe, and that's why it's important to actually have the location in the center of Europe. We do have, as a result, we do have 1,000 or more industry partners, not only in Austria, but also all over Europe and the world. And that's why, obviously, we can offer practice-oriented and hands-on engineering education here at Wels campus specifically. And then, of course, our graduates are employed right away. So we have, at the moment, we have an employment rate of around 99%. Other than that, our region is very beautiful, touristically speaking. We have the mountains, we have lakes, you can go hiking, you can go skiing. There's a lot of things you can do. And then, of course, if you prefer to also travel Europe, there's a lot of good connections around. So there's a lot of things to do. Obviously, we are in a very safe region. Austria in general is a very safe country with very low crime rate and a very high quality of life, as several rankings always confirm. So our university is Austria's leading university of applied sciences. We have 4 schools that are located in 4 different cities in Austria, as you can see on the map. We have in total around 4 schools. We have 6,000 students, and 14 of them are international. We also have around 20,000 20,000 graduates, and still counting, obviously. At our university, at all 4 schools, we offer almost 70 degrees at bachelor's and master's level. And 9 of those degree programs are entirely taught in English, and those would be 2 bachelor programs and 7 master's degree programs. Our University of Applied Sciences is leading in Austria, as I said, and specifically in terms of research. So we have a very strong research and development center focusing on applied research, and that's why we can also offer hands-on and applied engineering education. So looking at our School of Engineering, we have at the moment 14 bachelor's programs and 50 master's programs that we offer. It's around 2,000 students on our campus, and 20% of those students are international from 70 different countries, which is actually very nice to study in this multicultural environment. At our campus, we have 90 full-time professors that are available on campus, help you with your questions, with any problems that you might have, and so on. And then, of course, we also have lab technicians and administrators to help you with every problem that you might face. In general, we offer very practice-oriented education at our campus. We have very modern labs and facilities that you can actually visit in the virtual campus tour, which I hope you have discovered already. And if not, make sure to still look at it, because it's quite nice to see what the campus actually offers on site. And since we very much focus on practice-oriented education and hands-on education, our class sizes are kept generally very small, with around 20 to 30 students. So the student-staff ratio is a very good one. Why would you consider studying with us? Well, obviously, as I just told you, we have state-of-the-art infrastructure, which allows all of our students to gain practical experience during their studies, to be able to work in labs, to be able to use the software that is necessary for your studies, and so on. We have a fixed length of studies at our institution. If you keep up with your exams, you'll be done in 6 semesters for the bachelor and 4 semesters for the master, which is quite cool compared to other institutions. You don't have to wait for courses or anything. Everything is readily prepared and available for you. My slides here. We do offer internships and fieldwork, as well as R&D project work in all of our study programs. So starting from the 2nd year, you will actually be working on student projects and group work together with companies. So all the programs that you will be working on will be together with companies and provide you hands-on experience. As I said, we have a very close cooperation with industry. So actually, we also have adjunct lecturers from industry who come in per semester, teach a class or 2. So they would also provide you with the latest insights from industry. So how do we really do this in our company, how is this done in real life, and so on. As I said, individual tutoring is very important for us. You will always work in small groups. We also offer language courses at various levels. So if you are if you want to improve your German, or if you want to study German, we will offer those free of charge for the basic courses for you. And then also, other than the support that I mentioned through lecturers and professors and lab technicians, administrators, we also offer a student ambassadors network as well as a buddy network, and those would be students who would be helping you with your practical questions before coming to Austria, or also once you are here in Austria. So if you want to look at the study offer that we have here at our Wels campus, you will see we cover basically all areas of engineering. Maybe the main split would be between engineering and technology, engineering management, and engineering, energy and the environment. So those would be the three pillars that we cover at our School of Engineering. You would see that under engineering and technology, we offer programs such as automation engineering, mechanical engineering, but also materials and process engineering, lightweight design and composite materials, civil engineering, electrical engineering, and robotic systems engineering. If we move on to the engineering and management part, there's several interdisciplinary programs offered here. So that would be innovation engineering and management, innovation product management, mechatronics and business management, automotive mechatronics and management, and product design and technical communication. And then finally, we offer a big pillar, a growing part actually of our programs that are in the field of energy, environment, and life sciences. So they would be agricultural technology and management, bio and environmental technology, sustainable energy systems, eco-energy engineering, food technology and nutrition, and process engineering and production. So most of our programs are actually taught in German. However, you see the Union Jack, the little UK flag, those would be the programs that are completely taught in English. However, of course, international students are welcome in all of our programs, no matter if it's in German or in English. However, if you want to study in German or in English, in any case, you would have to have a language certificate at the level of B2 for the according language of studies. Good. So for the rest of the session, why don't we focus on the English taught programs for now? So looking at our bachelor's programs in English, that would be our electrical engineering program, which is a bachelor of 6 semesters. It's completely taught in English, and those focus areas include power engineering, electrical power engineering, electrical apparatus, high voltage engineering, which is a very important part in this study program. They also have a very cool, very brand new, actually high voltage engineering lab that students can use during their studies, and the processing of materials. So basically the study program is about the design, operation, and production of devices for modern electrical power systems, power supply, electrical energy distribution and transport, as well as power conversion. So if you're at all interested in electrical energy engineering, and if you want to build the electrical engineering supplies for the future, this is a good program for you. As I said, it's a bachelor's degree program, but then once you're done with the bachelor, you can continue in the master, which is obviously an intensification of the same areas in those fields, and with the focus specifically in high voltage engineering. Looking at the English taught masters that we offer at our university, let's start with the Automotive Mechatronics and Management Master, which is a 4-semester program as well, taught in English completely. It's a program between, well, as it says, mechatronics and management, with a focus specifically on automotive things. So you would be learning about vehicle engineering and mechatronics, vehicle systems and informatics, but also the management and control part of it, business economics and law, and social skills, which is very important. So since today, all the vehicles have to meet customer demands, the optimal interplay of various mechanical and electronic components is very important. So you will have a lot of mechatronics in this program, but also you would focus on how management and controlling work and so on. So it's a very interesting program, very practice oriented, and it also incorporates a lot of practical group work or industry projects that you would work on individually and also in groups. So if you're interested in automotive at all, this would be the program for you. We also have a master's program in innovation and product management, which is again a master in, you can do it in 4 semesters. again, 100% in English. The focus areas include innovation management, engineering and technology, industrial design, B2B marketing, product management, but also social and intercultural skills. In this program specifically, you have the option of choosing one from 2 specializations. So you can choose either product concept design or development process engineering, starting from semester 2. So in the product concept design, you would be focusing more on designing product concepts, on developing product ideas, more the early stages of a new development process. And then in the development process engineering, you would be more focusing on the engineering side of developing new processes and so on. Both specializations are very interesting, have a lot of student and very interesting projects that you can do. And then, of course, you would finalize with a master thesis before you graduate. And finally, we offer a master's degree program in sustainable energy systems, also 4 semesters, 100% taught in English. It's a program that focuses on, in general, the utilization of renewable energy resources on a large scale. So that would be in the fields of photovoltaics, but also wind, hydropower, and biomass. And in general, energy efficiency aspects are being covered a lot in this program, as well as grid integration and smart grids. Basically, the program is about developing, planning, and marketing efficient technologies, in general, for sustainable energy production and conversion. It's a very diverse program, very international program, as all our international programs, and certainly a very good option if you're interested in sustainability and sustainable and renewable energies. So those were our master degree programs, or in general, our degree programs that you can study in English at the School of Engineering. We also offer an international foundation program. If you're interested in this, we'll be very happy to provide more information later on. But how do you do in order to join us? So basically, if you are interested in studying with us, if you want to study with us in the next year or in general, it's a very straightforward process that you need to follow. Basically, what you need to do, obviously, is collect some information for you to figure out which program would be the program of your choice, which one would you like to study. And this is information available on our webpage. You'll find the link on the slide. And then once you decide on a program that you really want to study in, you go to our online application portal, which is also linked on this slide. You just submit your online application. And once our study program receives your application, they will contact you about the admission process. Basically, the admission process consists of a formal eligibility check, which is done together with one of our partner agencies called Universis, and a Skype interview together with the head of study program or one of the professors of the program to discuss your qualification, your interest, your job prospects, and so on. Once you receive feedback from our side right after the interview or shortly after the interview, you'll be able to start planning for the next steps, and then hopefully join us for a welcome and the semester start, which always starts on 1st of October. So that's basically a very straightforward process to follow in case you want to join us. Let me briefly also touch on visa requirements. Usually European Union citizens or EEA citizens do not need a visa or a residence title in order to travel to Austria, but they need to register here in Austria within 3 months of entering the country. However, for those of you who are from a third country, so not from an EU or EEA country, you need to apply for a residence permit for stays of up to 1 year in Austria. So basically, you have to do this at home at your nearest embassy, or, which we would recommend, to use a visa-free entrance if this is available and applicable for your country. A lot of countries actually are entitled to travel to Austria without a visa, and if this is the case for you, we would definitely recommend to use this option because it will save you a lot of money and time. We also linked the list of embassies and consulates where you can apply, as well as the link of information with visa information for you to find. So speaking of accommodation, at our Wels campus, we have 2 very good dorms that are available for students, also for international students, obviously, but then also a lot of students prefer to share house or share apartments together because they feel more independent and they don't want to stay in a dorm. So that's what is also very common in Austria. If you want to share an apartment with other students, there's plenty of options here in Wels. And of course, there is support available once you are admitted. Speaking of funding, we put a split here for you so that you can see what your expected cost of living would be. So with around 800 euros per month, you should be good. And this is also more or less the money that you would have to prove once you apply for your student residence permit. The tuition fees are 363 euros 36 for EEA and EU citizens, and twice the amount for non-EU and EEA citizens. We do offer scholarships at our school. Once you are studying with us after the first semester, you can apply for a merit-based scholarship, and then it would, if you receive it, obviously depends on your grades. Once you receive it, it would cover 50 to 100% of your annual tuition fee. So since it's 2020 and this year is actually very different compared to all the other years that we had, there are some processes that are a little bit different this year, and things that do not run as scheduled. So we just wanted to give you a brief update what we plan for the new academic year. So our plan is, and this is actually the status as of today, we will start our winter semester as scheduled on October 1st. However, we are aware that many of you are currently not able to travel to Austria to apply for a visa and so on. So that's why we decided on a late deadline for arrival to Austria. So the deadline for those of you who are admitted into one of our programs to arrive to Austria will be 29th of November. Until then, we will offer a mix of online and face-to-face classes, and those face-to-face classes that you will miss will of course also be offered online with streaming for you so that you don't miss any important classes. And then obviously we will, instead of the regular welcome week that we do, we will offer introductory sessions online, and then we will shift the welcome events to a point in time where all of you have arrived to our campus. Our application deadline has actually also been shifted until September 15. So if you're still looking for study opportunities, you can still go ahead and apply with us. However, we would definitely recommend to apply as soon as possible because you still will need some time to prepare everything. So the sooner the better, just go ahead and apply. Let me briefly tell you a little bit about student life, while you can also start asking your first questions if you have any. At our universities, or at our campuses in general, it's not only about studying, which is of course the main reason why we're here and it's important, but also we put a big focus on social life and networking and building a community. So we have very active student union available that organizes events on campus, different trips. They work together with us to organize fairs and international evenings, different types of challenges and so on. But also we of course organize events such as career fairs, info days, R&D nights and so on. And then specifically for international students, we offer networks of student ambassadors and also buddies. So those would be the students available for you to help you with your day-to-day questions before coming to Austria, but also once you're here, and they would also be the ones helping you out in connecting with other students, but then also your first friends here in Austria, obviously. So that's just a very brief glimpse of our campus. I'll be very happy to answer your questions now, if you have any. Otherwise, I put the contact of our student ambassadors here. You will find them at our webpage. We have ambassadors from different countries, from different programs. So if you feel like you want to discuss your questions with one of our students instead of the officials or me right now, which is perfectly fine, go ahead, check our webpage and contact one of our student ambassadors. They will be very happy to get back to you and provide insights and answers to your questions. Then of course, I'll be very happy to hear your questions and answer your questions, most of all, if you contact me at international@fh-wels.at. If there's anybody who has any questions right now, I would encourage you to type them so that we can answer them. Otherwise, please feel free to contact our student ambassadors or me at the international office anytime. We'll be very happy to help you out, to explain whatever you might have missed. And otherwise, we'll be very happy to see you soon, hopefully this fall or at a later point in time. Thank you very much for your attention. We hope you enjoy our open house today. And we invite you to definitely also have a look at the other contents that are available on our webpage. If it's the virtual campus tour, if it's our testimonial statements from international students and so on, we'll be very happy to share those with you. So again, thank you very much for joining today and enjoy the rest of our open house. Have a good afternoon. Bye.